Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Jean of gaikokuJEAN's Journeys. So as promised last time, I'm going to upload my self-introduction part 2. So just a quick update before we proceed to that. The classes here in my city are back since last week of May. And yeah, we're really back to school. We have physical students going on in our classes, but we're assuring everyone that social distancing is observed and everyone is sanitizing every now and then, every beginning and after the class. So like for example in my English class, because of some measures that we're doing, we're not actually trying to make pair work, group work in our class. So we're just limiting the classes into traditional styles, game shows, and activities that would prohibit the students from touching each other. So those are the things that are happening right now, and it's very difficult. It's challenging to do such because, you know, English class, it's more on a pair activity. We're used to pair activity, group activities, talking to each other, but this time around we have to make some changes, adjustments in our lesson. But so far things are doing well, and yeah, the students are still wearing face masks. Same with the teachers. There are some points wherein I have to wear my face shield in the class. So especially in English class, kasi diba, it's very difficult to show the students how to articulate words and even alphabets like the M and the N, the L and the R, the P and the B. So these kinds of things. So I just change from time to time the face shield and the mask, so that, you know, when we were wearing face shield, it's easier to show them on how we say or articulate the alphabets or the sounds. So that's it. So that's my quick update about the situation here in my city. So now we are going to proceed to the part 2 of my self-intro lesson. Let's go. And now we're back to regular programming, so let's start. So this is where we stopped last time after presenting where is Philippines and Japan in the map. So this time we're going to proceed with what's this activity. So here you can see the word what's this. So just start asking the students, what's this? And point out. So this one, what's this? Students will start thinking about, what is this? So I know it's difficult for them, but the way you can help them is by giving them hints. So like for example, in this case, I just made some hints like this. What's this? And maybe they were able to see some parts of the picture, but it's not that clear yet. So I'm just gonna do another hint. What's this? And now it's in silhouette form, as you can see. So of course the students will be able to identify, oh, it's Fuji-san. Fuji-san, or Fuji-san, or Mount Fuji in English. So again, one thing that you can do for the kids is practice the Japanese counterparts of each word, so that whenever students answer in Japanese, you can still identify what is it. And especially if it's the right answer to your question. Yes, you're right. This is Mount Fuji. Mountain Fuji. Mountain Fuji is in Japan. Now hey, what's this? Pointing to another picture that you've just shown. This is Mount Apple. Mount Fuji, Mount Apple. Now, of course, you can change this one depending on what you want to present to kids. And since I am from Davao, I'm just presenting Mount Apple. So Mount Fuji and Mount Apple. Which is higher? Everyone, but let's think. Mount Fuji, Mount Apple. Which is higher? The word higher is very difficult for the students to understand, especially if it's an ES level. So what I do is that we go back again, accompany your difficult words with gesture. Hint. 7 9. Ta-da! 6, 4. So this is actually the height of Mount Fuji and Mount Apo in meters. So I'm just showing them hints. Most of the students in Japan, of course, they know how tall Mount Fuji is, but they don't have any idea how tall is Mount Apo. So I'm just playing with numbers in here. So I'm just showing them 7 and 9, 6 and 4. So now they are confused as to which one is really higher. And we're gonna give them another hint. 3, 7, and that's it. So when you reveal the answer, so make sure that you did already a survey with the students. So like for example, who says it's Mount Fuji? Hands up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, thank you. And who said Mount Apo? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so let's reveal the answer. Mount Fuji! Yay! Okay, so now they know now that Mount Fuji is higher. So as you can notice in here, I was introducing them Mount Fuji and Mount Apo, so counterparts in their country to my country. So if they have Mount Fuji, we have Mount Apo in the Philippines. Now, one thing that I have reviewed in here is that the numbers. I am going to teach this one or have this one to my 3rd graders. Starting from 3rd graders going to 6th graders, and of course, assuming they already know numbers. But if not, just go ahead and tell them this is 3, 7, 7, 6, 2, 9, 5, 4, and that's it. Now don't dwell too much on the survey that you had before that. Okay, now let's move on. Next. Philippines. In Philippines, we have, what's this? Bananas. Very good. Bananas. Mangoes. I like mangoes. Pineapples. I like pineapples. Bananas, mangoes, pineapples. Yummy. I like mangoes. I like mangoes very much. I like mangoes. This time, I was asking a question to the students, but as you can notice, I was very careful in using the sentence. Like, I don't want the students to be confused with what I'm saying, so I'm just using the simple sentences like, I like mangoes. I like mangoes? So in that time, as you can notice, I was changing to a sentence form, a declaration form, to a question form. So in that case, I was inviting everyone to like tell me if you like mangoes or not. And if you like, you just raise your hand. So if the students raise their hand, it would say, okay, repeat after me. I like mangoes. I like mangoes. Some of the students would tell you, mangoski, mangoski desu, and it means I like mangoes. So they just told them, or they just told you that in Japanese, and that's fine. Okay, and that's it. Now let's proceed to the next one. You will also ask, I like bananas? Hands up. Okay, and I like pineapples. I say. Okay, everyone, let's have an activity. For the activity of this one is, students will actually be walking around the classroom and telling their peers that, hi, I like mangoes. Hi, I like bananas. See you. Or something like that, which is depending on the level of your students. Now, if it's for 3rd graders, it should be as simple as possible and if it's your first day with them, you're just going to measure the level of the students. So make sure you start with the easy level. So you should always assume level 0. So when doing an activity for this one, please also show the instructions. Do not tell them, because telling them in English would be very difficult for some of the students to understand. So just show them. So you can have the JTE, the HRT, and some of the students as your helpers in the activity. So you can call, okay, I want 2 volunteers, please. 2 volunteers, please. Okay, thank you very much. Come here, please. Walking around, walking, 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 walking. Hi, hi. I like bananas. I like mangoes. I like bananas. I like mangoes. I like bananas. I like mangoes. See you. And that's 1 already. Now go to the next person. Go, go, go. Walking, walking, walking. Walking, walking, walking. Hello. I like bananas. I like pineapples. I like bananas. I like pineapples. I like bananas. I like pineapples. And for this one, if you want to go and make it fun, you can add a junk in. After they say and express what they like, you can just go on and have a junk in. So rock, scissors, papers, 1, 2, 3, and the winner earns 1 point. So it's easy as like that. Next, Japan. In Japan, you have oranges, apples, pears. Yummy! I like oranges. I like oranges. I like apples. I like apples. I like pears. I like pears. So same thing with what you did same thing with what you did during the activity for the Philippine fruits. So I don't know if you have noticed, but I have actually used the top 3 produced fruits in each country. So in Philippines, we have the bananas, the pineapples, and the mangoes. In Japan, it's actually oranges, apples, and pears. So that's it. Now let's continue. Same thing. So you're just gonna ask for a volunteer, and then you can do again, and then you can do again an activity. Okay, so let's wrap it up. Orange, bananas, I like blah blah blah, or nani nani. In Japanese, if it's something that they have to fill in, you just say I like nani nani. Okay? Or what? Something like that. Okay, orange, banana, mangoes, apple, pineapple, and pear. I like Now this time, they're going to be asking, they're just going to have a pear activity. Now, due to the COVID or the situation that is going on right now, what I can say or what I can suggest is they're gonna be still in pairs, but they're just gonna be sitting down on their chairs, and you as the ALT or the HRT decides which person should be paired with each other. Okay? So you just say, okay, pair, 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 pair. It can be the front and the back person, or the person on the right side and the left side. So they're just going stand up on their table, on their place, and then they're just gonna say, hey, I like bananas, I like mangoes, thank you, and sit down. So as easy as like that. So that it's a pair work, but it observes social distancing, no touching involved, so it's fine. And that's it. So that's how you do it. So as you can notice in here, it's my self-introduction lesson, but I'm making sure that the students are also involved because this is an English class, and in English class, you're not the star. So this is one thing that I've learned in my many years of teaching. The teacher, yes, you're the one who should be facilitating the class. And your students are the doers in the class. They are the star in your class. So they should feel like they are part of your class and they are being taken care of by the teacher or the ALT. So that's the key to that. Make sure that your students feel that it's their time to shine and it's not yours. Okay, now let's proceed. Yes, we have here apple, pineapple, pears, I like. Yeah, this is just a review. And moving on is we have sports. Yes, so you can run the same, you can have the same run through for this activity. Same with what we did with the fruits. So we have basketball, boxing, and baseball in there. So I like baseball. So something like that. So I'm just using I like in this lesson. And that's it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. And everyone will just be like clapping. And then afterwards, most of the time, what happens is you are going to allot time, like maybe 10 minutes or 5 minutes for 5 to 10 minutes for the question and answer. So as I was saying a while ago, you don't need to worry if there's like 5 minutes to 10 minutes remaining to your time in the English class, and if it's your introduction lesson, because the teachers, they're going to let the students ask questions for the ALT. You can expect it's going to be either Japanese or English questions, but if you get some Japanese questions, you don't need to worry because you have your JTE or your HRT who will try to translate it for you, and so you can answer the questions as easy as that. So, and if you already know how to speak in Japanese, then that's a good thing. Well, at least maybe the basic words that you will be needing in the classroom or in the school. So mostly of the students' questions would be, what animal do you like? What food do you like? Why did you go here in Japan? So
questions, crazy like that, and some of the weird questions I thought were like, not really weird, but maybe it's just very sensitive for me. I don't know, for ALT, so maybe people ask, well, some of my students ask me if I'm already married, how old am I, and if I do have kids, and if I have a boyfriend. So those
kind of questions. So you can't really control students' curiosity about you as an ALT who is new to their school. So just answer those questions, and if you think it's a private thing, you can just always look to your JTE, and the JTE would understand that. So that's it. That's my part 2 of self-intro lesson. I hope I was able to help you guys, and please look forward for my next video. I am finally going to share to you my payday story here in Japan. So see you in my next vlog. Bye everyone.